Saturday morning. This is the promised land of Phoenix. It's 58 degrees out. We're out walking Kyoko here. So nice. I'll be able to go for my run in just a little bit and not have to worry about the temperature. Even at the end of the run by like 9, it's gonna be 68. That's nice. Welcome everyone to a brand new vlog. This is the week of November 1st, starting off on the Saturday and Sunday. This was the first weekend that we actually had nothing planned, no travel, no big events. We finally got to relax and have a nice, enjoyable morning here in Phoenix, and it was honestly really refreshing. We always walk by some coffee shops that are literally right next door, and then really good coffee. Recently actually won the best coffee, I guess, in the world in some competition, so that was really good. We went on a hike for once. Tessa's had some really bad plantar fasciitis. We haven't been able to do much together. This is actually one of the trails that I've trail run in the past, but now it's nice to come out here and kind of actually hike this and take in some of the views instead of just focusing on running. We brought Kyoko for her first hike in Phoenix, and I think she absolutely loved it. Rest of the weekend, obviously, tried to relax. There's a lot of Premier League on, which Man City won against Bournemouth, so that was a great day. There's a lot more Prem coming up, or I guess soccer in this. But then also, I've been playing golf for about 3 to 4 years now. I started in Milwaukee, and I haven't touched a club in months, so it was good to get back on the range and at least swing, to be able to get some of that motion back. And Tessa's just starting out, and she's honestly really, really good for just starting out. I've also been craving some deep dish pizza, missing that from Chicago, and I heard that the loo is getting worse because they sold to private equity, so I had to practice my skills and make my deep dish, which I think came out pretty well, but I just need to source some better ingredients here in Phoenix. Quick little lesson for this morning. It's Monday morning here, is if you have some type of way you're feeling something about something, or if there is something that's building up, then talk to someone, get your concerns addressed, raise up concerns that you have, because the worst that someone can say is no, and you just kind of live with it. And then the best is that you find a good solution towards whatever the problem is. If you just kind of let that resentment kind of harbor on and keep going, then it can lead to some worse things that you don't want. So raise that concern, and at the worst, if someone does say no to whatever your concern is, then at least it's off your chest and you know kind of the nature of the situation, and it will not be for a lack of trying. Just a little random clip. The number of black cats in our neighborhood is absolutely multiplying. There are so many of them now. There were 5 of them on this one walk here, and they just kind of take over the entire apartment complex. And you can see they kind of get to the entrances as well. We're lucky that Kyoko didn't actually see them at this entrance, and we didn't use it. Otherwise, she would have gone crazy. And we are onto Wednesday, which is my half day, which is usually when I get some chores done, like getting my car washed because it's been absolutely filthy. And then Wednesdays are also Champions League's days, and luckily it's my half day currently where I get to come home and watch City again. This time we beat Dortmund, so it was an absolutely great day for that. And then Wednesdays and midweeks, we also like to try some new food, or at least go out and eat something so that we can have some sort of pick-me-up in the middle of the week here. And then on to training. So you guys haven't heard a lot about my training since this the 100K is done, so I'm going to talk through a little bit of that, but I'll probably make a dedicated video on exactly what I'm doing training wise again. But for those of you who don't know, I used to be a pretty decent power lifter, and I've lost quite a bit of strength transforming into this ultra runner, and my goal is to bring some of that back, not completely all the way, but at least a little. So here was a single at 545 pounds on the sumo deadlift, and then you'll see me doing some bent over rows here with 275. But the goal is essentially to do some heavy sets and kind of maximize those small number of reps there, and then also do some hypertrophy afterwards, while still doing a little bit more compound movement. So that's what you're seeing mostly here. And then with my running, the main goal is to focus on speed in this off season, maintain a moderate amount of mileage of between 20 and 30, and then really focus on tempo workouts and threshold workouts. Goal in ultra training is long and slow, switching it up, trying to go shorter and faster, increase my pace, increase that lactate threshold so I can run faster for longer eventually. We're now at that level of Phoenix weather where it's so nice to drive with the window down, music going. It's like 80 degrees right now. I'm heading in between clinics, and it's just like a nice little drive here. Nice cruise. This Phoenix weather is nice. If you guys know me, you know I'm a pretty decent or pretty large Man City fan, and I think that they're gonna win the league this season, and I think Erling Haaland is gonna break a ton of records. So because of some good news I got this weekend, I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna buy another shirt for this season. So this is extremely nice packaging. Let's do a little bit of an unboxing. So this is like a nice little hard box from City, and then on the inside it's kind of like a little folder, and then you get inside, and what's this? comes with a little thing. And then let's move this out. Wow. Look at that shirt. Look at that shirt. That is really nice. Wow. Packaging 10 out of 10. This shirt feels really nice. Excited to rep this weekend when City plays pool. So go City. I think we're gonna win the league. Mark my words. And here's the fit. Fits super well. I'm an XL in this. I will definitely be wearing this weekend for that pool match. Go City. But then we're finally able to check out the street festival called First Fridays here in Phoenix, which is essentially on Roosevelt Row, and it's the first Friday of every month where there's a ton of street vendors, ton of music, and it's really about artists and local vendors coming out into the community. There's so much food there, so we tried these matzarepas, which are essentially just mozzarella and arepa with some fillings in there, which is really good. We get to try these homemade fresh tamales, which are really good. Everything was piping hot, super fresh, great salsas. Honestly, these were some great eats. We haven't tried any of these places in the actual restaurants, so it was really nice to be able to come try them. There were also these big bows that were there that was not as good as the Mexican food, but still pretty decent. There was people literally getting their hair cut out in the streets, I guess barbers or some sort of artists as well. Then we found this little thrift store, which had a lot of sports stuff, which I honestly really liked. This Bulls kind of jean jacket thing here. And then I tried on this jacket here that you'll see in just a second that was kind of love at first sight. And I ended up getting this. It is a really nice jacket. I think it's from the 90s at some point. Then as we were leaving, there was a rapper who was going fresh street style, and it was a great way to end First Fridays as we walked out and went to our first Waymo ride. Somehow we have not been in a Waymo yet here, and pretty much it's the first thing everyone does when they come to Phoenix, and it is honestly a really cool experience. Self-driving cars are getting there, and I think Waymo is pretty dang good. So this was a fun little experience to cap off the Friday night, and that is where I will end the vlog here. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for future vlogs and for more fun content coming. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.